Hello and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I talk about everything travel from client tips, how to book with the best, me, of course, and also travel advisor trainings and how to become a travel advisor. So, today we are going to talk about why now is the best time to become a travel advisor. If you've been thinking about it, use this as your sign. Okay, I'm going to tell you why it's hot, why it's time to make the decision, and then I'm going to tell you how to make the decision as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Travel is back bigger than ever. Okay, in 2024, and U.S. travel sales. Okay, I said it backwards. Wow, U.S. travel sales last year were 500 billion plus. Okay, the global industry for sales is now up to $9 trillion. There is now a 40% demand increase. Post-pandemic travel surge is continuing. Think about it. We were locked up in our houses for 2 whole years. Now we are making sure that we are going to visit the world. Now we are planning our holidays. Now we are going to, even if it's within our state, we're still trying to find some way to get out of the house, right? Travel is everywhere. If you really stop and think about it, one person, okay, out of all of us, at least are going to travel at least once a week. At least. They have to, even if they stay home. So whether it's by car, bike, train, whatever, right? There's some form of travel. So why wouldn't you want to be a part of an industry that everybody has to be a part of? Everyone has to travel. So why wouldn't you want to be a sales force in that setting, right? People are booking differently. Back in the day, it used to be simple. You just go online and book it. But now, guys, it's very overwhelming to book online, especially if you are using like Expedia. It's going to populate like 6 different versions of itself in hopes that you will book one because you're just tired of looking at it, right? So too many choices, and then the conflicting reviews. You're going to get several different views online, but becoming a travel advisor, you're going to learn about the reviews. You're going to learn from actual experience if you want. You have a lot of travel opportunities, or you're going to learn from others on our team who have already maybe sent people there or have been there ourselves. You have expert guidance, okay? And then eventually you're going to start sending clients there and getting reviews too. So you're going to be the real review here, okay? People are looking for that. People are looking for help when it comes to travel these days because I feel like most of them have already been to the basic resorts and the basic cruises and this and that. So they're looking for someone to come in and actually plan something for them that they can just go and enjoy, which comes down to custom experiences. Popular itineraries are in high demand, and our suppliers provide them to us so that we can easily book them out. We don't have to go in there and build them. I even have one vendor that I can just tell, okay, I need to go here in Europe and there, and then maybe to Italy, and then here, and then there, and then it will build out everything for me, quote it for me. I send it to the client, they book it, have a great day. Okay. We can provide those custom experiences that they are looking for. As well, being a travel advisor, there are more perks than ever than before. I promise you, this is insane. Free travel, okay? You're going to be offered several different opportunities to travel for free or at a very discounted price. So, for example, if you were to complete your training through Princess and Canard, you will get 2 opportunities for free cruises. All you are responsible for is going to be the tax fees and the port fees and taxes. Okay, and those are government charges. We all have to pay them. But the cruise itself is free. I can book one now, 12 days leaving out of Galveston, and I only have to pay $163. That's amazing, right? We also have options for touring the world at half the cost. We have FAM trips, which are familiarization trips, where you get to have very discounted travel, or sometimes it'll be like free resort stays, and then you get the flights, etc., something like that. But you go to these resorts and you get to try them out and experience what the client would experience, because when you return, you're going to be better at selling it. Why? Being a product of the product. You are traveling, you sell travel. People are going to want to travel too because they can see you are traveling. Next, exclusive rates. Okay. We have all of the pricing that is not available to the public because we have wholesale rates. So we can use them. And if we want to even just do the regular rates, we're still going to typically either we can price match for sure. So we can price match exactly. And then two, if not, we'll be like a little bit cheaper, but they're also going to get like the full package with us. Like on Expedia, if you go to book on the air, they're not going to book the transfer for you. They're not going to even remotely add the rental car unless you like go and do it separately or add it as a package at the end. But we have all of those features. And then we have something that's not even available to the public, a deposit system that doesn't require credit checks, credit at all. It's literally just a system where they make a deposit and then they have to pay over time or pay all at once and just pay it off, but before their trip leaves. That is a game changer for most travel advisors and people that want to travel in general. Lastly, we get VIP access. So a lot of the times you're going to see like when they give us free stays and they give us different things, you know, we have travel advisor rates. We got certain types of onboard credits that will apply to our trips. And then two, when they give out these resort stays, a lot of the times they're going to add that VIP access to it. So you guys will have the options for that. Next, also, why you want to be a travel advisor. A lot of us like working from home, right? So this is a great way to do that. You'll have the availability to work from anywhere, okay? Wherever you are comfortable and you can focus, that's where you want to go, that's fine. You can set your schedule. A lot of us have full-time jobs during the day or part-time, and then some of us start off just as a side hustle, and then people like me who do it full-time. But I set my schedule. I can make those quotes, I can reply back to my clients. You know, it doesn't take a lot of time out of it. My marketing, I can do that all at night when my kids are asleep. You know, I don't have to sit there and like, okay, guys, sorry, I can't do this. I can't go to your event. I can't take you to the doctor. I work around my life. My career fits my life, not the other way around. Next, balance. That's it. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said, right? My career fits my life, not my life fitting my career. And that is the biggest game changer because you're going to have that freedom. You're going to have the freedom of, okay, I worked on this now. Let me go take care of this. Like, for example, when I'm done being live, I'm going to go make lunch, right? And I'm going to take a break. And then I'm going to sit down and get ready to plan for my next live, right? Or something like that. Do you have to go live? Absolutely not. I just like to teach you guys. But regardless, you guys have the availability to be flexible and be remote friendly when it comes to being a travel advisor. Now, next thing is that there is a low overhead, and I can explain what that means. So low overhead is going to essentially mean to get started, it's a low cost. And that might seem like, okay, well, why would you have to pay to be a travel advisor? Well, I can explain to you. So typically to become a travel advisor, you would have to do everything on your own, which would mean typically that you would have to go and get all of your licenses. Think of it like real estate. You know, they have to go pay all that money to get their license. They can be certified, etc. Okay. Normally, that's what you would have to do. Sorry. My coughing right in your ear. My bad. But with partnering with us, and we are partnered through Archer Travel, they went ahead and did all of that for us. And then they make us a complete platform where we can just go in and book, track our commissions, all of that, etc. And then we're only paying $89 a month instead of paying the $5,000 to $35,000 startup that you would normally pay just to kind of get started in the field, because you can't just go in and start booking travel. You have to have an IATA number, and to get that IATA number, you have to have an LLC. Then you have to have errors and emissions insurance. Then you have to have your website. Then you have to market. Then you have to learn how to do all of that on your own. And then all of those fees for the contracts, etc. Archer, since we're powered through them, take care of all of that. So what happens with this? Okay, so low overhead, only $89 to maintain. We love that. Why? Because it produces multiple income streams. Let me explain. First, start off the bat, we have regular bookings, right? Hotels, cruises, etc. Those are regular bookings. But we have the availability through Archer and Evolution, who they're partnered together. But we have the availability to get wholesale rates. With those wholesale rates, we have our second stream of income. where we can add commission and then make 100% of the commission the same day. Next, we also have affiliate links. These affiliate links are going to be where we can make passive income. You can literally make money while you sleep. Next, we also have the availability to charge fees. So for example, if I'm working like, a few hours on building an itinerary, maybe it's like one of those exclusive fancy trips, I can get paid for that. So we have ways to make money all the way through with one solution, booking travel. All right. There's no hard selling. It's not pushy. It's not consultative at all. Why? Because everybody travels, guys. All I have to do is get in front of these people and say, here's a travel deal. Here's a travel deal. This is what we got over here. You want to look at this, right? And I don't even have to do it in front of them. I can just get on the computer because there's over 4.9 billion people on the internet. So I don't even have to leave my house. I've actually never left my house to do this, like in a physical form, like, sell travel. I've never had to do that. I can do all of this from my computer, and I make enough sustainable income, obviously, to be here for 3 years now. So I love that for us. And then, like it says, low startup costs. It's the $89, of course. And you can literally begin immediately. So if that's something that you want to do, you have the availability to kind of just get started right then and there, okay? When you get started, all right, it is at your own pace. This is technically 1099, so independent contractor work. You get paid to book the travel. How fast you get everything set up really depends on you. I'm going to make sure that you have everything that you need to get started. So right off the bat, I have a new agent program that gives you all the steps to get everything set up correctly. On top of that, later on, let's just say you get done with that, you have daily trainings that you guys can attend, not required. We have a lot of resources. I provide all of the Canva templates for you guys to do bookings on. I provide most of the marketing and I teach you guys how to do the marketing and kind of a fast setting. And then, of course, you're going to have a community. You're going to join our team. We have over, I think, like 90-ish people on our team. And that's going to basically give you all different types of people to communicate. We have veterans, we have, people that have been here for a little bit, and then we have newbies, just like you. So you'll have plenty of people to be in support of, and to kind of just, get that sense of camaraderie, like, all right, we're together in this. And I like that. Lastly, we have education, which comes with trainings on trainings on trainings. That's what I say. Anywhere from niche marketing, booking skills. I have all the trainings that I've done myself, obviously. They're kind of like this, that will teach you how to become an effective travel advisor. So consider this not really a job, all right? It's kind of a lifestyle, I'm gonna be honest with you. Because once you become a travel advisor, you're gonna wanna start exploring the world. And you can get paid to visit these dream vacations. How? So anytime we take a trip and we use it for, I don't know, let's just say content, or we're learning, or we're using this resort as a way to become a better travel advisor, it is a tax write-off for us. So while it is 1099, we have several tax write-offs. They're going to be essentially working from home. Anything that requires you to be a travel advisor is a tax write-off. My Mac, my internet, my, I'd say not really rent, but mortgage, right? My office space technically is what it is. Anything that, like my phone, like I can keep going. All of these are business tax write-offs, right? And I say business because you're going to be building your own brand. They're going to know you as that travel advisor. So you want to might as well consider it a business, right? Share your journey. You're going to build your brand. I just said that through experiences. So even if you don't want to travel, okay, I still can teach you how to build a brand. But people like me, I only travel like 2 or 3 times a year because I have a lot of kids. So it's a lot. But that doesn't mean that you can't be successful, okay? And then you're going to be able to create memories and help others have experiences like life-changing travel. So I can give you a good little scenario on this one. I don't think we realize how impacting travel can be. It might seem something small as Disney, right? But if you've ever been to Disney, or if your kids have ever been to Disney and you see that face light up, When like that's what we do. Okay. It's much deeper than just, all right, I booked your travel. We care for our clients and we make sure that they have the best trip possible. So you're going to help them be able to do that. And you're going to get paid for the bookings that you do in the process. So make sure you take a look at that one. Look at that. There we go. COVID, it dipped a little bit. Boom. Right back up. Right. So if you are ready to learn more, in the description of this video, I have a live travel webinar. It breaks down everything that I just told you today and puts it in a, let's say, a deeper setting. Okay. So feel free to check that out. You can also definitely take a look at my website. It is called passportstoprofits.com. On there, I have everything that I've told you today, but in a written form, so you can feel free to check out. You can also schedule a meeting on there to meet with me. And in there, I have an actual travel advisor guide that you guys can check out to kind of get a step-by-step guidance of exactly how the startup works. And then, of course, once you're ready, you can go ahead and enroll and get started on my team. And we will get you set up to launch your business so you can start booking your clients right away. And so lastly, I want to do a couple of things that typically people ask me. Do I need experience? Nope. I actually have a healthcare management degree. I had no desire to be a travel advisor when I first kind of started this. I was just, a stay-at-home mom because COVID was right at the end. I joined in 2022. So right when COVID was ending, I figured this would be a good opportunity to jump on, right? So I kind of started it as part-time, and now I've made it full-time. And I had no other travel experience other than planning my own travel for my life, right? How much tech knowledge do you need? Honestly, as long as you can operate a computer, okay, and get on Internet Explorer, you're fine. I teach you guys pretty much how to use all of the new social media tools. So you don't have to be too good on that, but having some kind of, I use Facebook, works great too. How long until you earn? So honestly, I teach you guys how to do instant commission right off the bat. And when you're pushing stuff, that's going to be one of the first things that you push. So you can have first possible commissions within weeks of starting, but it really depends on you. It also is going to depend on what you book. If you're booking stuff that doesn't happen till December and they're regular bookings, you won't get paid till around that time. Now, I teach you guys how to kind of market things that are within 2 months. So then by month 3, you will have income coming in because it's paying out. So honestly, depends on you. But I also have a strategy for it. So you can feel free to take that first step today. Your travel business adventure can start now. Don't miss that opportunity to transform your passion into profit. So make sure you go ahead and click on that link that is in my description, Passports to Profit, or watch that live replay. And if you liked everything here today, also feel free to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I share all things travel, not just how to become a travel advisor, but also training on being a travel advisor and just tips and tricks for travel. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll be here for a little bit. If you have questions, feel free to drop them below so I can answer them.